What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy MumboElite. Welcome back to another video, and today we're just going to go over BPM for a while. We're going to open some packs. We're going to talk to you how you can make coins, how you can use these for League SBCs, a League SBC and sell everything else on, upgrade packs. We're going to talk about a bunch of different areas. So if you guys do enjoy, feel free to smack the like button and subscribe if you're new. Let's see if we can get 50 likes on this video. Now, I'm just going to start by opening some bronze packs, kind of showing you what's in it, how it's different from last year, and we can kind of go from here. So currently we have a bunch of different League SBCs that are out that are causing bronze packs to have a lot of value. For example, here we got two League SBC cards. We got an MLS one and we got a Libertadores. Libertadores cards are my favorite, honestly. Favorite League SBC to do. If you've been following the channel for the past couple of weeks, you probably already know that already. But it's just made doing League SBCs really fun and easy. So as you see right there, this pack already made profit. This guy, we're probably just going to store in the club. If you want to try to sell him, you could. But this would be one of the cards where you'd have trouble selling, and instead we'd put into a upgrade pack. So that was pack number one. We got some League SBC cards. What I would recommend is if you're trying to make coins, is take advantage of every little thing with the bronze pack. If you're just trying to strictly make coins, it's selling on those League SBC players. So for example, this guy right here, looks like we could sell him for $850. So I'm going to put him for $850. That alone is profit on the pack. We got these duplicates that will have some value too. These contracts I typically store. Same with the players that don't have good nations or good leagues. If I don't think they're going to sell, I typically just store them. You can choose to quick sell them if you want to. That's up to you if you don't want to make upgrade packs, but I'll show you that in a second. And then by quick selling, I'm getting about over 100 coins back typically anyways. So we get 150 back on that pack along with that Bundesliga player that we pack. So overall, doing this for even a couple minutes a day can make you coins. It really depends on a couple different factors. One, what are League SBCs priced at? If League SBC cards are expensive at the moment, these are going to be expensive too. If League SBC cards are cheap, it might not be the best time to do it. Also, rares are a huge thing this year. So with all the different daily SBCs coming out and with the icon SBCs, you have requirements where there are some bronze rares that you could potentially put in a squad. For the new icons that came out, we had the first team where it's 11 bronze rares you need. The second team is 12 silver rares. So that has made a lot of value in bronze packs. That's made it be a continuous thing that has value. And let me kind of explain how you can even get silver value out of it. So here is an example of a duplicate that we got from Romania. He is not in a League SBC. Their league does not have one. So we're going to go to the upgrade section. We're going to go to bronze upgrade. And essentially here, we can put in our crappy players that don't have value. And then in return, we can get some silver players from it. So if I go to bronze common and I go to the Romanian league, if I can find it, here it is. You can go low to high, high to low, doesn't really matter. I'm just going to throw in these guys because we're going to keep getting them duplicate if we open bronze packs, so we might as well take advantage of it now. Again, you could quick sell them, and that guy I believe was 19 coins quick sellable. You can do that if you want. I just find it a lot more fun making these packs, especially if you're selling grind in League SBCs. So here we get a 2-player silver pack. One's going to be rare and one is going to be common. I believe I have too many packs at the moment, so we can't see it. Let's take a look. Yeah, we can't see it at the moment, but essentially I would make those and then I'd open them up in hopes of getting League SBC cards, whether it's from, let's say, CSL, Bundesliga, Prem. Prem is honestly my favorite to get silvers from because they're so expensive that's probably the best method you can do. But again, if you want to tailor your BPM method, we just showed you kind of how to do it for just strictly profit. You can start taking some of these cards that you get from certain leagues and maybe selling on every League SBC besides one. Maybe keep like the CSL cards or keep the Prem cards and sell everything else. That can be a way you do it too. That's up to you. It also depends on price points. Like this guy right here will probably get $550 out of. Then if we go to the CSL card, I'm assuming he's not going to have a crazy... Oh, no, he does. He has a little bit of value. Typically, these guys you can win on bid for like $150. So instead of doing BPM for CSL, I typically just buy them off the market, but it's a preference thing. It also depends on what's in packs for the week. So there might be some weeks where you have a silver team of the week, and with the silver team of the week, his base card is a bronze. So it's possible that you could pack an inform in bronze packs, and makes that a lot of fun too. Another thing to watch for when it comes to opening bronze packs is we got a 63 rated rare here. As you see, he has a 250 buy now within the whole hour. Probably would go for 200 coins. We are going to hold him until rares go up again, and then we're going to sell all our bronze rares together. So even though we might see a little bit of a negative coin loss, quote unquote loss there, from us storing them in the club, we're actually going to make more coins on them just selling them later. So you can view it as an investment. There was a point where I had hundreds of bronze rares in our club when a lot of them were only going for like 200 by now. And then there was a time where all bronze rares were over 500 coins. We literally doubled, tripled, quadrupled their coins on a lot of cards. So that's something to keep in mind. This one looks like he's going for 450. So not every pack's going to be a winner, but for the most part, you're going to get, if you get at least one League SBC card, you're going to get quite a few of your coins back. 177 quick sell. We sold that League SBC card on too. You're not really going to lose coins with this method. The only way you're really going to notice BPM being a bad thing for you, potentially, is if you're doing BPM when you have like no coins. So if you open like, let's say 2 packs and you're waiting for things to sell, that's when it's going to get extremely hard to do BPM. So if you have, like me, millions of coins, or if I would honestly say anything over 100,000, if you're opening a couple bronze packs here or there, trying to get players or just trying to get fodder in your club, it can be a really good thing. Now, the question is it needed for League SBCs? I will link a video at the top of the description on how I grind League SBCs this year. If you haven't seen it before, it's starting with the Libertadores League. Technically, the way I do it, you do not need to do BPM. BPM can be a good way to try to pick up some of the Prem cards or just try to make some coins in general, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a part of your League SBC grind. You can include it if you want. There's nothing wrong with that, but I find just mass bidding on a league or doing NEP's method of buy nowing certain teams, that is plenty of stuff to be doing to be able to grind League SBCs. And kind of to show you an example of that is if we go to the Lib right now, you would see with the team requirements how hard it would actually be to get bronzes to be worth it. So this first team you could make an argument for, 62 rated. You could get Lib cards from different teams, but theoretically you could just pick them up on bid too. But then you get to here, 65s. You're not going to hit this rating with just bronzes, so you're going to need silvers for the most part to get it done. You can't put golds in, so you're going to need quite a few silvers. Then we go to 70 overall, so not a lot of bronzes are going to be able to be used there. And then with this one, you need a minimum 3 golds and 74 overall. You're probably not going to have a single bronze in there. So the likelihood that BPM would be important for that is not necessarily going to be there. However, again, when I was talking to you earlier about using bronze rares as an investment, you can also do that with League SBCs. If you notice, League SBCs are super low in price. Typically what happens is people will spam open bronze packs when League SBC cards are expensive, and then through doing that, the prices go down. If you notice the prices get extremely low, what you can kind of get in the habit of doing is noticing that and then kind of either stopping BPM for the moment, waiting for the prices to go up, or you could theoretically just hold on to the cards until you notice prices have returned to more of a normal or there's more demand for them. So yeah, it looks like we have every team done so far for the Born Legends requirement of the icons. This would be where you would put in the bronze rares, 11 of them. You'd only need 50 chem, and you get a 2 rare gold player pack. So potentially have the chance of packing something good out of these. It would be tradable then, so you could sell it if you wanted. Special cards, you could get yourself fodder for 81 double upgrades at the moment, or honestly whatever you wanted to do. But yeah, that's essentially it for that. If you guys have any questions in regards to how to use them for League SBCs or how to use them for other stuff, feel free to let me know. Another thing is, if we're going to go to bronze upgrade and do a bunch of bronze upgrades, if you want to dedicate yourself to that route, or whether you mix in League SBCs, don't sleep on silver upgrades either. These are going to be extremely important as well. What I would typically do for these is I would just kind of go to the bench. I would go to silvers for a certain league. So for example, we could use the 3rd division of England. I'll go low to high with untradables, and I could put all these cards in. Theoretically, these wouldn't really have much value. I might be using them for, like, let's say marquee matchups, get myself tradable packs. But if it's not marquee matchups, these can be a good thing to rinse into 3 common gold player packs, and then you can use the 3 common gold player packs to do League SBCs. If you get League SBC cards, you can use them to craft gold upgrade packs where you can get 2 rare gold players. Or if you have, again, a repeatable SBC out, like we have the 81 plus double upgrade right now, you can use the commons you get in these to essentially be put into that. So you got a bunch of different routes on how you can choose to grind. Bunch of people like doing a bunch of different ways. I've made my case plenty of times on why I think the League SBC grind and then putting the lib fodder that you get from the packs into the other League SBCs. I've made a case on why I think that's the best. If you have any questions on what you think is better, or if you have any, why can't I speak today? I'm sorry. If you have any ideas on what you think could be better than that, let me know. I'm still kind of getting used to Nep's method of buying out certain leagues. The way he does it is he'll do like MLS teams and he'll buy out the whole thing, but then he will sell everything that's tradable in the pack. And we've kind of been in the habit of storing everything in our club just because we like doing League SBCs over and over and over. But now we're back to kind of selling stuff too. So now that I'm selling stuff again, I might try Nep's method for a little bit. Maybe on the MLS, maybe on the CSL. Just buy out some teams, open the packs, and see indeed if we can get profit and or if we can just get a bunch of fodder quickly. I'm able to run through the lib probably at least 3 to 5 times a day. Last night after stream, I did the lib 4 times, I believe, when I was just sitting on the couch watching Netflix. So it's not too difficult. The only issue you kind of run into with Libertadores grind is when a bunch of people do it at the same time, prices increase like crazy. So my kind of response to that is try to pick up cards when they're cheaper during the day. Typically, it's earlier in the day when UK people are at work. And then once UK people get home and they're kind of getting ready to go to bed, there's not as many cards on the market. That's typically the best time to sell them because you have all us Americans who are still grinding the SBC. And then what ends up happening is you buy out certain cards for certain teams, but people want to use those teams over and over. So even though, like, let's say the lowest buy now was 400 coins for a card in that team, it now might be 500 coins. Then the next run through, it's 800 coins. Then the next run through is 1,000. And by the 5th person doing it, you might have a card that's up to 1,500 coins that you are able to pick up on bid for 150, 200 coins. If it's a bronze, and then the silvers for 250. So kind of keep that in mind if you're trying to find a way to grind. Again, we got a bunch of resources on our channel. If you're interested in some potential ways you can kind of run your RTG this year, I'll kind of show you my club to show you where it's at and then what we want to do, because I know a lot of you guys are kind of uncertain with what our goals are. So I'll try to walk you guys through those. But I'm kind of curious, what is your guys' goals? Do you like having more liquid coins? Do you like having more untradeable fodder that you can constantly grind SBCs with? What is kind of your goal this year with FIFA? I think me at the moment, I'm trying to find a healthy balance between making coins, using coins for League SBCs, and just keep grinding for you guys. So I think my next goal would be to try to work towards 5 million. If we could hit 5 million coins before, let's say, the new year, so in the next 2 weeks, that would be awesome. I'll keep selling untradeable stuff in our club and see how much profit we can actually make on it. But then after Team of the Year, if we could try to get over 10 million coins and then just constantly like grind downward, that would be cool in my opinion. And what I mean by grind downward is last year we got over 10 million coins. We ended the year with 2 million. That was doing League SBCs nonstop, repeatable SBCs nonstop. We bought a super expensive icon team, and we still had 2 million coins that I just could not put anywhere. We would just keep getting it back. So I kind of want to do the same thing this year where we hit a point where we have the dream team we want. We're already having Czech and goal, Berto Carlos untradeable, Puskas untradeable. Pulisic has been a machine for me. This card is amazing. 8 goals in 6 games and assists. This guy is a striker, is out of the world. The 5-star weak foot is amazing. The shooting is amazing. Thank you so much for the people who said to do this card instead of his 5-star skill one. it is a huge difference in my opinion on this card versus other versions of his card. We have put Vinicius on the bench though. He is a super sub. We play him as our left mid in the second half for Di Natale. We sub him out, and I honestly like this a lot more because I tire out the defense with Pulisic and Puskas, and then Vinny kind of just cleans up. So yeah, this is my squad currently. I'm super happy with it. We're going to work towards that Vieira. We're going to do the base or mid icon, so we'll see if we pack anyone good in there. See if that replaces anyone. We might buy a Conte instead of Nkunku. Or before we get Vieira, we might do Roy Keane as well and just play Roy Keane as that other center mid / center defensive mid. But Theo Hernandez at right back is a literal cheat code depending on how you play the game. If you use him for pace, positioning, and kind of just being a body, he's excellent on playing balls down the line. He's excellent on just having that outright burst of pace that can get into your attack. The only bad thing is if you're trying to pass with his right foot. He is left-footed, and he has 3-star weak foot. So if you're trying to play really fast with him on his right, or he gets forced to his right into position, he'll probably turn the ball over. So making sure that you get the ball to the midfielders, playing quick, having him in a good position. You won't notice it too much with him at that back position, and that keeps Di Natale in the team. I don't know what we're going to upgrade this to eventually. Theo's amazing. I might, if there's an icon right back, Brazilian, I might get him and then get an outright right mid. I'm not sure at the moment yet what we're going to go with. But Roberto Carlos, he's been playing amazing. Love this card. Haven't gotten too many shots with him. I want to see how good his long shots are and if we can hit something from way outside the box. I'd be curious to see if we could score a couple with him. Defense, absolute lockdown. Fekir's been playing amazing. Capo, this card is literally the best SBC I've done this year. Super solid for me in the midfield. I don't get him too far forward, so where he scores, but he assists a decent amount, and he just is a unit defensively. He stops everything. He's a big body. I really enjoy him. And obviously, Thiago Silva coming in as a super sub, scoring goals for us up top as the left striker. Love to see it. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy it, feel free to smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you guys later. It's been your boy MumboElite. I'm out. God bless.